zeaxanthin. But then we also add the other key nutrients that are necessary for healthy vision. We also add the anthocyanins that are very expensive ingredients that are beneficial to the circulation in our eye and also critical components for night vision. Bilberry extract, which is very expensive, and bilberry is something that even back in World War II, I believe it was, not World War I, but World War II, the British pilots would use bilberry jam, because bilberry jam supports, the richest source of anthocyanins, and it supports the visual purple regeneration in our eye that supports night vision. So again, when you look at Ultimate Eye, that's the foundational product. But Maximum L Z, that targets an ingredient that ophthalmologists, optometrists, doctors are now recognizing its importance. So when I first introduced, I think, as I said before, I think our first product had 4 milligrams of lutein. Zeaxanthin wasn't available. It had about 50 micrograms of zeaxanthin, so a tiny bit of zeaxanthin. And then zeaxanthin eventually became available separately, and we were at 4 and 2, and then 6 and 3, and then 8 and 4, and now we're at 10 and 5. And that's with our Ultimate Eye. But in this separate Maximum L plus Z, we're at 12 plus 6 per capsule. So it's an exceeding, that's why we call it Maximum L plus Z. It's a high levels of lutein, zeaxanthin, and the other stereoisomer, mesozeaxanthin. We've always provided both zeaxanthin and mesozeaxanthin. So it's the most affordable way to get a booster, a bonus of that lutein plus zeaxanthin. It's so high potency that even if you took it every other day, you're still getting the equivalent of 6 milligrams of lutein and 3 milligrams of zeaxanthin every single day. So you could add that to your Ultimate Eye, which is the perfect foundation, and then you end up giving your body exactly what it needs to support and protect your eyes and also promote healthy brain function and support your brain as you age. And we're all aging. And again, the research on lutein and zeaxanthin, it's not just for older folks and elderly people's eyes. The research on lutein and zeaxanthin, whether eye or brain, the benefits were shown to be both available for young people and as we age, of course.
Absolutely. So today's special pricing, and the 30, 60, 120, or 240, again, huge savings.
By the way, they would have all been sold out.
I was just going to say, you had a huge response,
They were all gone last night. So this is just something brand new. It was just an idea that obviously influenced by all of your input. It was an idea of maybe at most 90 days ago, which just gives you an idea. And this was a straightforward product for us to put into production. So in fact, last night was the first time I've ever seen these finished capsules. So this is a product that we put into production quickly. It's an important product. It really breathes even greater life into Ultimate Eye.
Yeah.
Because it allows you to really boost Ultimate Eye, and a lot of doctors, and good for them, they now recognize the importance of lutein and zeaxanthin, and they're recommending even higher levels. It used to be with my low levels of lutein and zeaxanthin, they complained they were too high. Now, finally, everyone is catching up, the science is catching up, and you're seeing levels that really address the kinds of health benefits I've been talking about now for a couple of decades.
Well, there's been a huge response on this. It's only because Andrew, by the way, is the manufacturer of these, you know, made with the energy of the sun. I was hoping you'd show off how pretty they are. I realize that's not the point.
No, but it's interesting here. And what's really fascinating, if we had a white piece of paper, and if there was a little, I wish there was something sharp I could use. I'll make a mess if I do this. But what's really fascinating, if I break these capsules, if we have like a pin or something that could get me, if I break the capsule of astaxanthin, and the capsule of astaxanthin, if we look at it here, it basically looks black. If it was at your house, it looks black. I don't think that'll work. And if I don't want to make a total mess here, we'll get something sharp here, just even a scissor or something. Because what you'll see that the astaxanthin, it's basically the color of a flamingo. It comes from an algae. What is it, Hematococcus pluvialis. It comes from an algae that is the color of flamingos, the color of shrimp, the color of crab or lobster, or even salmon.
Is that why they're that color?
Yeah, and unfortunately with astaxanthin, I digress a little here. Astaxanthin, unfortunately, is most of the astaxanthin, I think about 95% of the astaxanthin on the market, I'm grabbing a pin here, 95% of the astaxanthin on the market is synthetic. So, okay, we just poked that with a pin, and you'll see.
Oh, wow.
So it still looks dark, but then as I'll make a mess with my finger. There you go.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I've never seen you do that before.
Looks like blood.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
And now let's do the same thing with
Oh, Andrew, that's so wild.
the L plus Z.
Oh, wow. Oh,
And you get a sense of how potent those carotenoids are. I better not put my fingers anywhere near my shirt or I'm gonna look like a mess.
I know.
But it gives you a sense of how potent those soft gels are, that the color is so dark and so rich, but those carotenoids are responsible for being the filtering molecules in your eye. They're also responsible for being protective molecules in your brain.
they are indeed. Okay,
Okay.
I've got a
Thank
little
you.
Kleenex there,
Thank you very
so
much.
I'm here to help.
Yes.
All right, so here's the thing. Well, he's here to help. Again, first time ever, and I will say a wild response at midnight. In fact, to Andrew's point, these would have been completely gone if he were not the creator and the manufacturer of these. So he was able to respond accordingly. However, that does not mean he has overly abundant supplies. I know he'll react as the day continues. Remember, there's only one more show after this with Colleen coming up, I believe, at 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. Regardless, we do have your sizes available now. I'm excited, and you are too. And whether your doctor has told you that you maybe need to, have that booster or boost those levels, or you're someone like me, I can tell you for a fact that the daily assault that my eyes take, I could use